around the corner. Save $28 or more when you join Planet Fitness for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends January 30th.
See what you got. Breaking news.
Top stories.
The Southland's best weather. And LA's #1 sports.
Yeah, we got that.
KABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Now, Southern California's news leader, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
New video of a Montebello police car hitting a person crossing the street. What we know about the incident.
The battle over hot. In fact, the response has now gotten to his tariffs.
And today we're honoring the life of Martin Luther King Jr. We LA's official MLK parade.
Well, good morning, everybody. It's 4:30. I'm John Gregory.
And I'm for Rachel. A lot of folks are going to be out there at the parade and celebrating and honoring Dr. Martin Luther King. And we have Leslie Lopez checking in on how our weather's doing for that morning.
Good morning. Yeah, it's going to be a really nice day today. So if you're getting out towards the parade, I think you're going to have a really nice afternoon. It's going to be beautiful, not too hot out there. We do start out in the 50s this morning. We're back to 51 degrees over to Burbank, 49 degrees in Riverside, and 33 if you're heading out into Lancaster this morning. Now, heading up the 5 freeway, I do want to point this out. We have some Thule fog. This is that fog that really develops the surface, making it hard to see. So if you have to get into Kern County or even farther northbound Fresno, Sacramento, that Thule fog continues, likely to continue through this week. We are back to 79 though today, this afternoon. It should be a really nice one into downtown Los Angeles and Inland Orange County communities. Heading out towards areas to Orange County, 75. Valley communities, you're hitting about 81 degrees later on today. So again, we have some warm weather here this afternoon, still looking at some sunshine, and even at the beaches, 60. Our mountain communities are staying right into the 50s, and then the high desert spots, 68. We're going to have more coming up in a full forecast. I do want to mention that we do have this really big cool down on the way, maybe even some rain. So I'll show you that coming up in a little bit. Over to you, John and Irene.
Yeah, it's a big shift. Okay, Leslie, thanks. We have new video this morning showing a Montebello police car hitting a person crossing the street.
Eyewitness News reporter Carly Gomez is live with that clip. Carly?
Yeah, good morning. It happened right here outside of the Golden Manor Retirement Center on Saturday evening. Now, the facility tells us it was one of their residents who was hit. And we want to warn you, this video may be hard to watch. Now, you can see the man crossing the street in the crosswalk. He's just a few steps away from reaching the sidewalk when the traffic light turns green. That's when you see the police car in the right lane striking the man. Now, people ran out of their cars and the facility to help. You can see the airbags are deployed in the police car, and officers moments later are able to get out and run to the man who landed yards away. So we're showing you this video again now. Now, that man was struck in the right lane and hit by the police car. Now, Montebello police say the officer was headed to a call for a possible DUI driver before the crash, but it doesn't appear the lights or sirens were on. Now, that man was taken to the hospital and is said to be in critical but stable condition. Now, CHP did respond to that scene when it happened, and they are now handling this investigation. No word yet on Montebello police and that officer involved. Reporting live here in Montebello, Carly Gomez, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Carly, thank you. We want to get a look at local traffic conditions. Scott Reif in Air 7 for us. Scott.
Hey, John, good morning. Yeah, if you're waiting to catch your Gulfstream and get out of town, it'll be no problem. You can get to the airport quick. We're at Van Nuys Airport, and, things are just very quiet. Had a big problem on the 91, a fatal incident. Sadly, that cleared. Only one thing to show you on the map, and it's just not going to be a big deal. The volume is very light this morning. It's 210 freeway eastbound at Grand. It's the westbound side is what you're worried about for the morning commute. Accident involving a semi was in lanes, but moments ago we got reports they moved it to the shoulder. So I think you're going to be okay, and overall, most of our freeways right now are up to speed. John, Irene?
Okay, Scott, thank you. Here's a look at some of our top stories this morning. Tributes from around the world are pouring in after at least 39 people were killed when 2 high-speed trains collided in Spain. Another 152 were injured.
European leaders had an emergency meeting after President Trump threatened to impose tariffs on countries opposing America's control over Greenland. Europe could push back with what's called a trade bazooka, restricting U.S. companies' business in Europe.
There are new details on actor Kiefer Sutherland's arrest in Hollywood. We're now hearing he's accused of punching and trying to choke an Uber driver. The driver did not need medical attention. Sutherland was released on bond, has not been charged with anything yet. You can always stay up to date on the ABC 7 Los Angeles app.
Today, thousands of people are expected to line the streets for LA's official Martin Luther King Jr. Day Parade. The multicultural event honors the life and legacy of Dr. King.
Yeah, Eyewitness News reporter David Gonzalez is live in Leimert Park with a preview for us. Hi, David.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, this parade doesn't start for a few hours, but we already have people setting up here along the parade route. The parade is set to start at 11 o'clock this morning, and this is one of the biggest celebrations in the country, and the theme for this year is all about peace and unity. LA's official Martin Luther King Jr. Day Parade kicks off later this morning. The parade is one of the nation's most significant MLK Jr. Day celebrations. You can expect nearly 150 colorful floats, marching bands, drum lines, dancers, and performers to make their way along the 3-mile route. The parade is produced by Bakewell Media and Los Angeles Sentinel. It starts at Western Avenue and Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, then heads west on MLK Boulevard to Crenshaw Boulevard before heading south toward Vernon Avenue. Organizers say this is more than just a parade. It's a movement of love, justice, and inclusion. And this year, actor and comedian Cedric the Entertainer will serve as Grand Marshal.
I ride past, give me a wave. Do this one, or do this one, or like the salute big. Give me a salute.
After the parade, festivities will continue at Leimert Park, where there will be live music, local food vendors, community resource booths, and also other activities for the whole family. Of course, there will be a lot of street closures here along the parade route, so everyone is encouraged to take public transportation. The closest metro line is the K line, and all you have to do is get off at MLK Boulevard Station. Reporting live from Leimert Park area, David Gonzalez, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
It's going to be a great time. David, thank you. And if you can't be there in person, you can watch our exclusive live coverage right here on ABC 7 or wherever you stream. It all starts at 11 a.m. Today is also the 14th annual MLK Jr. Day Clothing Drive and Community Breakfast. The nonprofit Big Sunday is behind the effort. Volunteers will be collecting new and used clothing and shoes for people in need. Non-perishable items will also be collected for Big Sunday's new food pantry opening later this year. You can make a donation from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at South Park Elementary School in Florence Graham.
Well, happening today in Orange County, more than 1,000 volunteers will be packing food to go to people in need. This is happening at the OC Food Bank in Garden Grove from 8 to 2 p.m. The event is part of the county's 27th annual Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service celebration. Organizers say 10% of OC residents live in poverty.
Making LA proud. The Rams are back home as winners this morning after a close game against the Chicago Bears.
What do you say?
Done. We want Seattle. We'll see you boys there.
Let's go, Rams, baby. Let's go.
This was a nail-biter. The Rams pulling off the 20-17 win in just absolutely terrible weather conditions in overtime. And defense truly won this game. Cam Curl making a pivotal interception during the extra period. In the end, it was a kick, leaving Bear fans stunned and Rams fans pumped up.
Just breathing right now. Everybody's heart was stopped for the last, 4 minutes of the game. But it's great win. Great win. Great win.
Resilience. We didn't quit. That's all that matters. At the end of the day, heart. That's what LA is all about.
Yeah, start placing your bets. The Rams are heading to Seattle next, playing the team for the third time this season. The game is happening Sunday at 3:30. If they pull out another win, the Rams will be making it to the Super Bowl for the first time since 2022.
That was really fun extra football. All right, good morning. This is what it looks like today. If you're heading out the door, we're going to get right back into, looks like those 80s, 81 degrees in the valleys, Inland Empire. It's going to be 80 tomorrow. And then eventually we're going to slide on down to 63 degrees on your Friday. So we are going to cool things off very nicely. And then eventually slowly bring it all back up to the 70s, 72 degrees by the time we're heading into, it looks like your Sunday. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, back into the upper 70s. So this little lull is really just a short period of time. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, on our way back up into some warmer territory. We could get a little